I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Mr. Rayguns here, bringing you guys another video, and today I wanted to make a thank you video to Jason Blundell. So if you guys haven't seen the news, but if you're a fan of zombies, I'm assuming you have seen the news. A couple days ago, it was told to the community that Jason Blundell has left Treyarch. So I don't think people really realize how much Jason did for the zombies community, but I kind of want to make a rundown of everything that Jason's done for the community and just how he's helped zombies to get it where it's at. So I just wanted to start out by saying I've been playing zombies since the beginning. I've been playing since Nocturne Toten and World at War in 2008. I mean, I loved zombies. I still do. I still play it all the time. I mean, I played a decent amount with Cody and with the boys, and I still play solo sometimes. I still play it because it's fun. You know, zombies will always have a special place in my heart. It is what really hardcore got me into YouTube, is zombies. My first video ever on my old channel was a WWE video, but after that I was doing zombies all the time, recording from a webcam. Just zombies meant so much to me, and it's what got me into YouTube. I remember zombie videos back in the day, Black Ops 1, World at War. Oh my god, this zombies was huge. So I just want to talk about what Jason did for the community. So starting out with where he came in the community, he came in right in the middle of Black Ops 2. So you still had Jimmy Zielinski making the or being the head of the zombies experience mostly. I mean, he was behind maps like Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. Jason was in charge of Mob of the Dead and Origins. So in Black Ops 2, zombies wasn't really taking off right at the start. I mean, people were excited for it, but when we got Die Rise and we got Transit, zombies still wasn't that huge. It hadn't really blown up yet. Like, nobody was really freaking out over it. It wasn't dominating YouTube, right? And for me personally, I was falling out of zombies at the start of Black Ops 2. I hated Transit, I hated Die Rise, and I hated Nuketown. Nothing about those maps was fun to me. And then we got Mob of the Dead, and Mob of the Dead was like, oh my god, like, the storyline was really interesting. The atmosphere of the map, aesthetically speaking, it was great, and the gameplay was just so fun. The wonder weapons, I loved it. No annoying gimmicks like in Die Rise or in Transit. You know, buildables that I actually wanted to use, and it was just, god, Mob of the Dead was like exciting to me. And then Buried came out, and I wasn't a big fan of that. You know, I know Buried's very immersive, and a lot of people love it. It's just too easy and too boring for me. There's no challenge to it. And then he released Origins, where at first, when it first came out, I wasn't a fan of Origins, but over the next couple weeks, I really started to fall in love with the map, and I just appreciated how much depth was in that map. So he really came in and revived zombies. And if you guys don't know, Origins did amazing on YouTube. And also right after that, that's when top 5s were coming out. You know, the Smith Plays, Mr. T-Lex5, guys like that were also really helping bringing up zombies. But I mean, the state of zombies at the time was just not in the best place. And then Jason came in, and then when Black Ops 3 dropped, zombies started dominating YouTube. Zombies was everywhere. You couldn't be on YouTube without seeing zombies. Even if you weren't a zombies fan, you were seeing promotions for zombies videos. Jason Blundell was doing interviews for the community. He was meeting up with these YouTubers, flying them out to Treyarch, and he was doing so much for them. And he really just improved the state of zombies throughout Black Ops 2 and throughout Black Ops 3. He revived it. He blew it up. Obviously, it wasn't him single-handedly. He had great people like Craig Houston that were helping with it as well. But Jason did so much for the community. And then, you know, he got people invested in a storyline that was very confusing, but I found myself caring about it very much. I mean, Black Ops 3 was a crazy storyline, but I still really cared about it. You know, it started at the end of Origins and Black Ops 2, and then all throughout Black Ops 3 we had this huge adventure that led up to Revelations, which was going to be the end, and then we ended up getting Black Ops 4. But at the time, Revelations might have been the end, and man, it was just crazy. I mean, the storyline was crazy, but it was very investing. We cared about these 2.0 characters and how they had to eliminate their 1.0 selves and what they had to do. It was very, very investing. You know, Dempsey had more depth to him this time around with the 2.0 character. He wasn't just this crazy badass Marine who was yelling out all this crazy shit. He actually had a deep dive into who he was. He was a soldier, and even though, you know, people couldn't hear his field reports anymore, he was still making them. He still kept carrying on. Takio, what an improvement from what Takio was in Black Ops 1 and World at War. Nobody really liked the old Takio. He's very boring. Black Ops 2, he's just got this, you know, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, he's had this huge code to him, and he's just so deep of a character. Nikolai ended up in Black Ops 4 becoming the leader of the group, and Richtofen, you know, you never knew if you could trust him or not, and he had this huge deep character. And I think that's the biggest theme with all the characters throughout Black Ops 3, was that they had so much more to them. There was so much depth to these characters. And then we come to Black Ops 4. Nobody really liked Black Ops 4. Ether storyline, still pretty interesting. As we know, Black Ops 4 had a lot of issues in development. We all know it wasn't finished when it released. There was a lot of blue screen issues, but still, Jason still continued his vision. A lot of people could have given up and just said, fuck it, just give them these remakes with no depth to them, who cares? No, Jason kept going, and as we were reminded through Black Ops 4, even though we all thought Jason had left, no, Treyarch or Activision, I think, actually came out and confirmed Jason was still actually the head of BO4 Zombies, even though we weren't seeing interviews with him. But man, I mean, Black Ops 4, while I'm not the biggest fan of the game, I still do like maps like Alpha Omega, Tog der Toten, you know, Classified, great map. So Jason was still trying. There was still effort being put into Black Ops 4 Zombies. Even if you don't like it, like myself, I don't like it. And I know a lot of bigger YouTubers don't like it. And I know a lot of smaller YouTubers don't like it. Even if we didn't like it, everyone could still tell Jason was putting forth effort for Black Ops 4. And now finally, the last thing I want to talk about is just thank you. Jason Blundell has made me interested in the storyline for so long that honestly 10 years ago in 2010, or actually 12 years ago in 2008, if you would have told me in 2020 I'd still be talking about zombies and still be playing old maps and still enjoying myself, still making storyline videos from time to time, still watching it on YouTube, and zombies would still be talked about, I would have thought you were crazy. But I mean, 12 years, that's a long time for people to be invested into one thing. I mean, a lot of TV shows, great TV shows, when you get to those 7th and 8th seasons, people just stop caring. Zombies, people have still been invested in it. And even if people didn't like BO4, they still were invested in it and still made videos on it and still commentated about it. People still cared about Black Ops 4. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't think about, is that even though people didn't like the game, they still cared about it. They were still invested in it. So, Jason, I know you're not watching this, but if somehow you see this video, I just want to let you know from the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me stuff to talk about on YouTube all the time, giving me a game that was just infinitely replayable for me, a game that I still play to this very day that I'm recording this video, a game that I still watch videos on YouTube. Thanks for inspiring get-togethers like the Z House. I mean, God, imagine what it would be like if there was no Z House and stuff like that. I mean, man, Jason has just helped do so much for this community, and thank you, Jason. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and I really hope wherever you find yourself, I hope you become even more successful than you already are. But anyways, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Help me on that road to 600 subscribers. And I will end up seeing you guys next time. It's Austin, and I'm out. Peace, guys.
Let me bring it back down. You think it's a game right now, but it ain't the same right now. Know my name right now. Back where I came from now.